Kick the habit. An open mind is the key. Most advice, programs or systems for quitting smoking have a leaning toward nothing else but your willpower and total determination, which is good and certainly has a part to play, but to successfully and completely kick the habit you also need an open mind. Having an open mind is in fact a seriously critical ingredient for stopping your distasteful, self-destructive habit of sucking down lethal tobacco fumes. Though just about all smokers deny it, the most challenging thing about giving up the smokes is being able to overcome the genuine fear of giving it up. I mean, just check out some of the fears. You'll get fat, you'll get additionally stressed, you'll be miserable, and the best ones, you'll be bored or you need something to do with your hands. Pretty pathetic, really? Every smoker I've ever known, including this one, believes he or she need their cigarettes and are plain frightened of what'll happen to them if they don't acquire their fix. For any heavily dedicated smoker, these fears are absolutely real, but they're actually completely harmless. In fact, here and now, I'd go as far as stating they're a fabrication of their own minds. None of these fears have any basis in fact, but if you've been smoking for a lengthy time, then your dependence on tobacco or cigarettes makes it appear as though a life without being able to damage your own health is simply unthinkable. It never ceases to amaze me that our species can make the finest, and the worst, excuses not to do something, like quit smoking for instance. There's no doubt that some people can and do crash their way through the so-called fears with sheer willpower and determination alone, which is terrific if it works for them. You got to admire anyone who has the moxie to conquer fear. Unfortunately though, as a rule people don't or can't function the same way, which is why so many simply don't quit their habit or they return to it after a small while. They're trying to rely on the willpower and stubborn determination that they simply don't have. So to expel your fears, keep an open mind. Look at the world around you and you'll soon see that there's definitely nothing to be frightened of. Just check all those non-smokers. They never need a cigarette, they don't maintain any fears that keep them smoking. Why then do you think you do? What about the time way back when you didn't smoke? You remember. Neither your mind nor your body wanted an addiction to cigarettes and tobacco, and you most certainly didn't panic about any sort of miserable life devoid of it. Keeping an open mind and knowing what non-smokers have that you don't, which is self-worth and sound health, will give you a much required push in the desirable direction of retraining your mind back to that of a non-smoker. In summary, keeping an open mind will give you a big advantage, and even though you're bound to find it a little tough at first, being able to kick the habit is much easier than you think. You only have to want to. Quitting smoking naturally, speedily, and permanently isn't and has never been about overly complicated systems and or poisonous pills and patches. It's all about simplicity, a little bit of willpower and some genuine tried and tested tobacco quitting knowledge.